Thank you, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and everyone involved in the making of Sinners, because Sinners is 2025's first banger. And not entirely in the way that I expected. I was expecting some brutal, bloody vampire carnage, but the film surprisingly takes quite a while to get to the vampire slaughter. This is a slow burn vampire film, and the vampires don't come into play till around halfway into the film. And the film's 2 hours and 15 minutes long, by the way. It's worth addressing that right up front, because people going into this film expecting vampire carnage and mayhem right from the start are gonna get restless when 45 minutes in there's still no vampires yet. I personally really enjoyed the build-up because I like the time period the film's set in, which is 1930s Mississippi. I enjoyed the characters and just the general vibe and aesthetic of the time period. It's brought to life extremely well by the set decoration, production design, costume design, all that stuff. The direction was really on point, the pacing was nice and steady, and if anything, I was getting more excited for the vampires to eventually turn up, because it's one of those kind of formulas where, again, the shit doesn't hit the fan and the film takes a complete flip around halfway in with a complete twist, a complete dump on its head, and the characters are just thrust into a completely out of this world supernatural scenario. So I was waiting for that to happen, and when it did happen, it was very effective. So yeah, in the first half of this film, Michael B. Jordan and Michael B. Jordan are going around and recruiting people to get them to come and perform and work in what was called a juke joint. They bought this rundown mill and they're going to use it to have live music, drinking, dancing, gambling, specifically for the black community. They're putting the pieces in place, people are coming in, singing, dancing, drinking, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, vampires. And now we have ourselves a standoff and a bloodbath. And when the vampire bloodbath eventually does arrive, it's entertaining as hell, bloody, gory, and I love as well how it's old school vampire lore. Garlic, burn in the sunlight, wooden stake through the heart, they can't come in unless you invite them. Ryan Coogler was clearly having a great time with those traditional vampire concepts, but it doesn't feel lazy though, because it's, again, paying tribute to that. But it's also reskinned and recontextualized within the time period, and this group of vampires surrounding this juke joint full of black people, and they're preying on, the way black people are living in those times, the Ku Klux Klan's running about, and, working in plantations and living in fear, and they're trying to prey on that in order to recruit them into the vampire ranks. Come with us, you'll be immortal, you're going to be free from all this prejudice. It was a really interesting new narrative angle to explore vampires, and them just like preying on that just made them feel a lot more evil, but not in a cartoony way and not a super on the nose kind of way. And the vampires themselves were really creepy. There's one scene where they surround a guy in darkness and you just hear like whispers in the wind. And there's another scene where they're all congregating around the building and they're singing this song, and it's really, really eerie. Ryan Coogler did an amazing job presenting these vampires as just evil beings. Going back to the singing for a second, music is a surprisingly big part of this film, and I did not expect that because I saw the trailer and I just thought Michael B. Jordan, period setting, vampires, Ryan Coogler having fun with a genre film. But music is a really big part of this film, like tonally and spiritually. There's a concept they explore, which, forgive me, I cannot remember the names they give them, but there are these people who are so incredible at music, and they have music that is so true and touches the soul that they can conjure spirits from across time in a way to kind of bring communities together and heal communities, but also attract demons and bad spirits at the same time. And it really works in the concept of the juke joint, where it's a place for black people to come and feel free from prejudice. So when you have Sammy, the preacher boy, just being amazing on that guitar and just, singing his soul out there, it just adds another layer to the film, a spiritual layer, a layer of soul to the experience, which I just completely did not expect when I saw the trailer. So that was really awesome. By the way, the actor who plays Sammy, preacher boy, I don't know his name, I'll put it on the screen, really, really good. He stands head to head with Michael B. Jordan, who's also really, really great in both of his roles. And Haley Steinfeld is also really good. When was the last time Haley Steinfeld was in a film? I know she was in Hawkeye. She was great in that as well. She's great in everything she's in. Put Haley Steinfeld in way, way more films. And Delroy Lindo as the drunk piano player, also really good. The film also has a nice bit of emotional resonance to boot, with both Michael B. Jordan characters and some stuff in their backstories and reconfronting it when they return to their hometowns as well. This film has a lot of stuff going for it. I was expecting, again, just a really well done, stylish, period vampire film from Ryan Coogler, and that's exactly what it is, but even more so. There's just layers to this film, spiritually, emotionally, that I was really surprised by. Terrific acting, great directing, phenomenal cinematography. The film is photographed tremendously well. It has an old school film look to it with some of the dark colours and some of the graininess. Love that stuff. This was Ryan Coogler's very first original film, and he crushed it as far as I'm concerned. If he wasn't established already, he is really established as one of the best directors working right now. Whatever he does next, probably Black Panther 3, I'll be there for it. I'll be excited for it. He is awesome. Go watch Sinners, because it is awesome.